Aries, hello, and welcome to your March 1st to 15th, 2021 five-card tarot card general reading. First, I want to apologize for your February reading. When I uploaded it, I have no idea why the sound didn't upload with it. I played around with it, but it was so close to March, it wasn't worth re-recording your February one as we're close to March, but I do apologize for that, and I'm trying to still figure out what happened with the recording and why it didn't upload on that, so please accept my apologies for that. So I'm starting off Aries first for March to try to make up for that, and here we go. So as you know, thank you and appreciate you watching this video. And as I said, it's a 5-card tarot card overall energy reading for the March 1st to the 15th of 2021. It is a general reading for the overall collective of Aries, and it's intended for informational purposes only. Please take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, please let it go, because it's a general reading and there's no issues with that. To save time, I've shuffled the cards already prior, just to save time, and the cards that I ejected were placed in the order that they were ejected. And I also asked for the blessings of the universe with those cards and clearing of the space. So if you want to know more information about the 5-card reading, please look at the description below, as it will give you more information on that. First of all, as you probably might be aware, or you're new, the first card represents your past influences. This is energy that represents the overall energy for the collective of Aries within the past few months, up until probably even could be up to the last 6 months. In some cases, that energy may have resolved. In other cases, it still could be lingering. The second card represents the present energy of what's going on right now for the collective of Aries. The third card represents future energies, things that are on the cusp or around the corner for the collective of Aries. The fourth card represents challenges. Challenges energies do not imply anything negative. It could be just information. In most cases, it presents as a choice that you can make using your own free will. And the fifth card represents the outcome energies for the collective during this time period. Those are things that typically are coming to a close or have closed for you for the collective. So with that, real quick, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithms for YouTube to push out new channels to a wider audience. If you've already done that, thank you so much, very much. I appreciate it. All right. Our first card here represents the past, our past influences, and the card that popped up was a major arcana card, and it is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very, very, very good card to have. So, one second. Angel and Spirit guys, please help us understand why the Wheel of Fortune is present in Aries' past influences for this time period of March 1 through 15 of 2021. Well, Aries, first of all, you understand that the Wheel of Fortune is an energy that looks and sounds like a wheel, as you could picture it. It's a wheel that's always turning, and typically the wheel of our life, and it's in a constant flux, and it's a constant change. The energy that I'm picking up for some Aries in this past, the overall energy for some Aries in this past influences, was somewhere experiencing perhaps a difficult time or a challenge time, which could have been related to COVID-19. But the information that whatever you were experiencing, any sort of negative challenges, it was a sign basically to say that the best is coming, or it will get better from this point forward. And it was a message basically in your past influences to say that good luck and good fortune is going to return to you, and that also is if things were going well for you during this time period, then it's also a message to say that change in life may turn to normal soon. So in other words, if things weren't going as well for you as expected, the Wheel of Fortune in your past influences was a message, or the energy message, letting you know that things will get better. If everything was going great for you, and it was just super great for you than normal, then the message in the Wheel of Fortune for that energy is that things are going to go back to normal, what was normal for you. So that high is going to go to normal. If you were low, you're going to go back up. Excuse me. So um, the Wheel of Fortune cycle basically is an important energy message from the universe, because it reminds you, Aries, just to cherish the blissful moments in your life, and to make the most of them, and particularly while they're in reach, and because it's a real reality that things can be gone in a flash, and the universe is just sending us this mindful message to you. Keep in mind that because the Wheel of Fortune is also a wheel of karma, it was a message to remind you in your past influences or your overall energy that what goes around comes around. So it's again a universal kind reminder that to be kind and loving person, and they will be kind and loving to you. So again, I've mentioned this before. Think of the laws of attraction. Positivity attracts positivity. So, if you, Aries, were looking for happiness and abundance in the past 6 months, it was an important message for you to send out that positive juju out to the universe and out to others, because when you send it to the universe, it will come back to you, and that's the energy message. Um, Also, keep in mind that the Wheel of Fortune energy card is asking you, or had asked you, to be optimistic and to have faith in the universe, and that when you do such, it's going to take the universe is going to take care of you in the best way possible. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not going to happen over an instant, because nothing does. And there is some work that you have to do. Meditation and visualization can reinforce your intention to bring increase to abundance, if that's what you're searching for, or good fortune and prosperity. Um, Keep in mind that it was a message for the overall collective that your life is about to turn to a more positive directions if you're willing to grow and to expand. And also keep in mind, for Aries open, that it was important for you to be aware and be mindful of all kinds of synchronicities and signs from the universe. Um, because it brings about sort of a magic fate and destiny is coming towards you, and that miracles can happen. Again, that laws of attraction. So the overall energy that was sort of bequeathed upon Aries in the past, up to that past 6 months, was be open to helping others, and seek guidance from in both physical and spiritual realms that support you along your journey. Um, because they want you to. I mean, so it was offering you an opportunity to receive support if you needed it, and it encouraged you to call upon the universe at any time that you needed to, if you felt compelled to give you guidance, or get you through any sort of situation that you encountered. If Aries, if you are someone who likes to have control and stability, uh, with the Wheel of Fortune and your past influences, it might have shocked your system to some degree, because when this tarot card energy shows up in your past influences, there's an energy that of outside forces that typically are outside of your control, or influencing some sort of situation that you're involved in. It's it's one of these sort of challenging aspects of the Wheel of Fortune, since no matter which way the wheel turns, it is impossible to try and change it. So one of those sort of life's learning lessons here is to understand and to accept what is happening, and adapt and go with the flow. So yeah, if you're a type A controlling person, that's sort of the skill to work towards, and that was the message. I'm also picking up for an energy for some Aries, is that the Wheel of Fortune was a critical turning point for some. Um, I'm picking up that there were some opportunities that may have been presented to some Aries that you could never have imagined, and they suddenly became available to you. And in some cases, I'm picking up the energy that some Aries had an opportunity to make some sort of significant change in your life. Um, and keep in mind that while this change, or this information or turning point, could have been unexpected and unfamiliar, it was really an invitation for you in general to turn things around and to take an entirely new direction in your life. The key here is the more in tune you are into your intuition and allow the universe to guide you, the the better your outcomes will be. The laws of attraction. Okay. Our next card in the order is our present energy, and here again we have a major arcana card, and it is the, I don't know if you see the glare, sorry, it is the Chariot. So, Angel and Spirit Guide, please help us understand for our Aries for our March 1st to the 15th, 2021, why the Chariot is in their present energy situation during this time, please. Okay. Again, the Chariot is a major arcana card, and it's also a very good energy card. So, um, the overall energy that I'm picking up from this card for the collective of Aries right now during this period of March 1st through the 15th of 2021 is the Chariot is an energy card. It's a card of that symbolizes willpower, determination, and strength. You're going to find, Aries, that you're going to be able to make decisions quicker and more efficiently and more in alignment with your values. And you're going to be able to take action on some of those decisions. So if you've been thinking about them but haven't acted, this is going to be an energy that's right now that's going to allow you to make the decisions that you need. It's a This is an energy right now with the Wheel of Fortune. Aries is an encouragement energy for you. If you have set any sort of objectives and are sort of channeling, your inner power to bring something forth, or you're doing some sort of meditation, practicing laws of attraction, then you're going to see these results. Now, it doesn't say when it's going to happen, but keep doing it because you're on the right path. When you apply discipline, commitment, and your own self willpower, you're going to be able to achieve your goals, and the universe is basically supporting you to that you will succeed. It's important to understand, Aries, that right now during this time period, is not the time to be passive, and it's not the time to think that things that will work out in your favor. This is really a take focus sort of action. It's an energy that's reminding you to stick to your course no matter what your challenges are or what challenges come your way, because understandably, you have to prepare for challenges, and the better you are prepared for any sort of distractions or challenges, the better you're going to be able to get through them. So you're going to, the universe is supporting you that you will find the strength and conviction to get through this if you have the willpower to get through it. Also, keep in mind that there's a possibility that there might be people that you know or in your inner circle or you work with that might try to block you or distract you, or sometimes even perhaps drag you down if you're trying to pursue a goal that you want to achieve. But keep in mind that the energy from the Chariot card is an invitation to draw upon your willpower, and that's the key here. And to hone in what is essential to you. And when you do that, you're going to be able to push past these obstacles and just move them aside. I think for Aries, if you're curious about whether you have what it takes to achieve whatever your aim is, or are able to complete some sort of important project that's on your list of to-dos, the Chariot is an energy. It's a sign that you're going to be successful as long as you keep your focus and that you remain confident in yourself and confident in your own abilities. Again, the buzzword here and this energy for your present energy is using your willpower and self-discipline to concentrate at the task that you're working on or the goal that you're trying to achieve. This is not a time to cut corners or take any sort of shortcuts, because if you do, you're going to fail. Instead, see this as the universe's support and guidance to you. That if you use your strength and you use your conviction um, and you push forward and as best as you possibly can, that you're going to recognize the victory and it's going to be within reach. But again, nothing happens, it's not going to land in your lap. It's up to you to follow through with this. And for Aries, the Chariot calls upon you to assert yourself and to be courageous. It's encouraging you to be bold. In expressing your desires, and definitely setting boundaries that are appropriate for you, and are good for your higher self. You need to have faith in yourself, and fundamentally understand who you are and what you stand for. This is one of these energies that plays off your is a building block off of your personal belief systems and your established values. So you want to be on the higher up on this, of course, and in some case, in the literal sense, the Chariot for some Aries represents travel. It could be driving or taking some sort of road trip, whether it's short term or long term. For some, it could be you're considering to sell a home, or you're wanting to buy some sort of or rent some sort of vehicle that allows you to go out and get out and about and do something different than what you normally do. Yeah. So in our third card, this represents our future energies. These are things that are on the cusp or shortly to becoming you're going to be coming face with. So in this energy, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright position. So angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Aries why the Eight of Cups is in their future energies during this time frame of March 1st to the 15th of 2021, please. Okay. Well, understand that the energy I'm picking up for the collective of Aries of why it's showing up in your future energies at this time is some Aries may feel compelled to walk away from some sort of situation that's disappointing to you, and this could be addressing an issue that is around an unfulfilling relationship, either romantic or partnership or friendship that just isn't working for you. It could be a work relationship, a consulting relationship, but it's some sort of relationship that you're just finding isn't being fulfilled. And it could be a job, a career, path, living arrangement, even a project that you're working on. It perhaps that I'm picking up that one time it brought happiness and joy to you, but right now, I think the energy I'm picking up for some Aries is that it's not bringing you what you once had, and there's a disappointment, or in some cases there could be pain. If Aries, if you invested yourself emotionally into this relationship, whatever it is, but right now the energy I'm picking up is that you're realizing you're no longer getting anything out of this situation, and the energy I'm picking up is for some is that you're looking at what your options, what your choices are, and the question that you're maybe asking yourself is that do you put it behind you and move on with your life, even if it brings you sadness to say goodbye, so do you just keep it at mediocre, or do you let it go? With the Eight of Cups energy in this future energy, it's suggesting that you Aries are sensing that something is missing, particularly on this emotional or on a spiritual level. And instead of waiting around for things to get better, which you might have been doing, there's a feeling or an inner voice that you may be having that's telling you to leave that unfulfilling situation, or you need to let it go. In some cases, it may not make sense to those who are around you, because at the face value, it could look as if everything is going okay, and perhaps it's something that you had wished for at one time. But deep down, the energy I'm picking up for some Aries is that right now, the energy is that it's not serving your highest good, and you're and a quandary of knowing that it's time to let it go and to move on. Because the Eight of Cups here is in your future energies, this typically is an energy sign or symbol for you that you're trying to escape some sort of problematic emotional situation, or in some cases, you might be avoiding some sort of major psychological issue or concern. Um, Keep in mind that the cusp represents right now some sort of emotional issues that may remain real and present in your life. And it could be something that happened in the past and something's triggering them every once in a while. And I'm picking up that for some areas, you've been coping with this, but you've been and trying to pretend that it no longer exists, but you haven't really dealt with it. Um, um, and in some cases, you may repress those emotions and refuse to sort of have open conversations with others about it, whatever happened, or is happening. And there's sort of the idea that just stuff it away and repress it and pretend that everything is okay, and avoidance makes the pill taste better, so to speak. However, the Eight of Cups right now in your present energy is inviting you, Aries, if this part applies to you, is to ask yourself what brings you joy. This is about the core, simplest question. Ask yourself what brings you joy, what brings you contentment, and what brings you fulfillment, on a deeper, more meaningful level. Uh, because without it, you might pursue goals that are going to fail you, and that aren't going to give you satisfaction that you're seeking. Um, an example could be that if you think that you always wanted to be in a long-term relationship and something that you always dreamed of, and that was what you wanted, but then when you manifested it and it came to you, you're having second doubts. Um, you're realizing that it's not just the long-term relationship that you wanted, but you wanted a deeper soul connection with somebody. And if it's not there, that deeper soul connection is not there with that person that you're in a long-term relationship with, then it's not really fulfilling you right now. And yeah, and that happens. So if it's not there, and it's not fulfilling your needs, you're sort of asking yourself, what is there? So yeah, as long as you are staying together in this, whatever this relationship is in this example, um, no matter how long you're staying together, that deeper connection is not coming, and that's what you're missing. That's the void that's sort of nagging in the back of your head there. So I'm if you find yourself repeating uh, these situations where you want something, and then once you get it, and then it's not really what you wanted. So that's a pattern that you have to ask yourself, and just quickly run through your life on anything. If that's a pattern that you're having, and you find that once you get something that you always wanted, but then once you have it, you're not fulfilled with it, and your tendency is to walk away. This is an energy. The Eight of Cups is an energy right now in this time and space, is to just encourage you to spend some time exploring what brings you true happiness, and what things will realign your goals with your values. Uh, and they can be tough decisions, but you have to truly look at what is really important to you, and that's your yeah, that's something that you need to address. And our fourth card was our challenges energies, and this is uh, sort of situations that will bring you choices, where you can make a choice based on your free will. In our challenging, we have another major arcana card. We have the death card. However, the death card is in reverse, and we will see what it's doing. Angel Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the death card is in reverse for Aries during this time frame between March 1st and the 15th of 2021, please. Well, first of all, understand, if you're not familiar with, the death card is not a scary card. It's not uh, an evil card at all. It has nothing to do with that. A a death card represents a transformation that you are going through, or will be going through, or need to be going through. And this transformation typically refers to needing to start over by letting go of something from your past. Um, when it's in the reverse position, the death card energy is symbolizing that you are on the verge of a meaningful change, but you are resisting it. So if you tied it into this relationship that was in your Eight of Cups that you might be sort of struggling with, uh, this may coincide with that. Um, if you find yourself areas that you're reluctant to let something go, or perhaps you may not know how to make the change that you need, um, what happens with this is that you're still carrying harmful sort of viewpoints from your past, and these harmful negative sort of viewpoints that bring you down, or something that triggers you to bring you down or to question something, they interfere with any new opportunities that are presented to you. um, However, the energy typically is this is hanging around because, to be blunt, there's a refusal on your part to sort of to deal with it, and as a result, life can feel sometimes stagnated, and in cases you can feel like being in limbo. So when the death card energy is in reverse, and this is your challenge energy. The challenge for you is that you have the opportunity to embrace change rather than resist it. So you have an opportunity to see what wonderful possibilities become available to you as you say yes to change. And the idea is, as you sort of learn to release the past and surrender to the present, the future becomes even more brighter for you. And to help support this sort of process is repeat this affirmation. For example, I embrace change in all forms. Repeat it 5 times, several times a day, and you're going to find something as simple as this. You can sort of shift your energy, which can allow new doors to open for you, and new experiences, and even a new awareness. And it can be something as simple as that. um, on a deeper level, the reverse card, the death card, shows an energy that some may be going through a personal massive transformation, and this might be something that's done in private, and out of view of others. Um, you could be releasing something that no longer serves you, so that you can take and make space for something that and new to emerge. Um, you know, it's interesting because this is an energy that you're addressing this past situation, and by doing so, you're going to remove the fear and any sort of limiting beliefs that you have. Um, an example could be perhaps you're wanting to change some sort of your habits, or you're undergoing a physical purging, and the transformation, uh, you know, is on more of a spiritual sort of healing, whatever spiritual means to you. Um, and in this case, if you've recognized this past energy that no longer serves you, then it's because now you recognize that you need to let it go, and that's the transformation you're going through. So there's two sides to the death card energy. One is you're not recognizing something that's no longer serving you, and that's stagnating you, and the message of the energy of this card is to address it and to move on, because it's no longer serving you. And or the second energy is that you are addressing it, and you realized it, and you're already in the process of doing it, and you're in this transformation process. So your choices are, which one do you want? Do you do nothing and continue to be stagnant, or continue addressing it if you already are and moving forward, or uh, you're recognizing you're recognizing that something's holding you back, but you're resistant to changing it. So your choice here and your challenges is to, which one is it? No matter what the issue is, it could be something very simple, it could be something very big, but it sort of ponder it, and this is one of those things where it helps if you sort of write it down. If where are you in your life that you wish you were, and why aren't you at this time, and see what it comes up. In our in our fifth card, this is our outcome energies, and we have the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is in reverse position, for our outcome energies. And Spirit guides, please help us understand for our Aries why the King of Cups is in reverse position for their outcome energy during this time period of March 1st to the 15th of 2021, please. Okay. Well, keep in mind, Aries, that the King of Cups is typically as a masculine energy. It's not gender based. It it indicates that you're focused for some areas, that you're focusing on your attention to your innermost feelings, which sort of matches the Death card here, and that by doing so, you're discovering your emotions, or any sort of emotion that's been stored in your subconscious mind, and how these emotions are affecting you, and how they trigger certain things. Um, Through this work, you hope to gain a stronger sense of control over your emotional well-being, so that your feelings don't stir up control, or your sense of control over how you feel about things or react to things. And you're wanting to clarify it and to address it so that you can be living your best life. Um, this it can be achieved, and you may be doing this already, by reading more self-help books, by journaling, by seeking support of a trained counselor or a hypnotherapist, or just talking with someone that's close to you who's unbiased, and having a listening ear, and sometimes just talking it out loud allows you to address it on your own. Um, but it's something that you realize is that's again is no longer serving you, and the you're on the verge or in the process of addressing it, which is a good thing. When the King of Cups appears in the reverse, particularly in your outcome energies, um, to get to this point, you may have experienced in some cases a higher than usual emotional upset or drama in your life. Um, you may have found that others have been triggering some sort of emotion, and push buttons for you, and even to the point that you might have, or you worry that you're going to lose it and sort of have an emotional tantrum. Um, it can bring about feelings of feeling moody or depressed, or anxious or unpredictable. Uh, um, it can also give you a sense of lacking self-compassion, and even beating yourself up over small things that have gone wrong. Um, if this resonates with you, Aries, it's important that you understand that you are in the process to discover what the root cause of this emotion is, and and you want to bring it to your conscious awareness, because of the impact that it's having on your life. And it's encouraging you, and if you are, I'm getting the feeling that you are going to be able to address this. um, Pay attention to your emotional balance and find what is your place of calm and compassion. um, if other people are triggering these emotional responses, understand that accountability is up to you. So it's up to you to stay in control, um, and to own that. Um, the reverse King of Cups here is an energy that is identifying that for some areas you are repressing something, some sort of emotion, and in some cases it may cause you to withdraw from the outside world, because um, you know you may fear what may happen if you confront your feelings head on. This could be things that are preventing you from getting into a relationship. It could be preventing you from moving forward, or applying for a higher job, or doing something that you've wanted to, but you have this imposed self fear. Um, so if you're finding that this energy is uh, more than you can handle, don't hesitate to contact a professional therapist, at all pay levels. It's the energy I'm picking up is that this is the time that you need to address it, and you're willing to address it. So if you are able to do it through self-help on your own, that's wonderful, in an informal way. But if you need formal help, again, don't hesitate contacting somebody. They can help you through it, and you'll find that it's going to be worthwhile. And don't fear asking for help with this. Um, Understand too that In a worst case scenario, the reverse king of cups represents an energy for someone who's, for some Aries who just are wanting to be vindictive. And if you're finding that your energy is being drawn towards being vindictive, and you're feeling this energy that you want to punish others or a significant person through emotional manipulation, such as blackmailing to get your way, or you're really trying to push your personal agenda onto somebody. And if this feeling, or whoever you're involved with, typically leaves you feeling uncertain about yourself, as if you're the problem and not the other person. If this opposite energy here is what you may be experiencing, it's obviously causing some sort of emotional instability within you. Um, if this is someone that you have met that sort of reminds you of somebody from your past, then it's the energy message here is that you still have work to do in releasing yourself from the control of these forces. And this is, in the worst case scenario, is where probably professional guidance and help can help you work through that. But the energy behind it is also, again, don't beat yourself up over this. It's a process, and it's good that you're recognizing this if it's to this extreme. But to help you through it is get professional help to help you talk through it, because um, you'll feel good that you did. And again, that's if that's a worst case uh, energy that you're feeling here, Aries. So with that, I thank you very much. And again, I apologize for your February reading and why the sound didn't come up. So forgive me. Um, I hope you enjoy your March 1st through the 15th of 2001 uh, uh, reading. And also, again, thank you so much. If you would please like the video and click on this subscribe, and to my channel, it'll help the algorithms for YouTube to promote it. And of course, feel free to leave a comment if any part of this reading resonated with you. I would like to hear briefly about it. And if it didn't fit, or a part of it didn't fit, then understand it's a general reading, and it just wasn't in the cards for you at this time. It's perfectly okay. So I hope you have a wonderful March, and we will see you in the second week, and enjoy. So thanks again, and appreciate it. Have a good day.